Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi guys, the CeeChronicles here. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I post mostly Middle Eastern fragrances on this channel, guys, and I do try to compare them with some of the Western fragrances on the market if they're purported to be clones. Now, if that style of content is something that you love, please do consider joining us by subscribing. To those who are returning and already subscribed, thank you so much for the continued support. Please check out my second channel, CeeChronicles Unscripted. On that channel, I post Western fragrance reviews as well as vlogs. How you get to that channel is on my page, this particular page, right there on top where there's my photograph. Below that, you're going to see two links. The first link is going to take you to CeeChronicles Unscripted. The second link is going to take you to PayPal, where if you would like to donate anything at all towards the purchases of some of the fragrances on this channel, you can do so by following prompts. Welcome to today's video, guys. Today's video is a rant. You know how I get when I do not filter anything. So this is not a personal attack. It is just something that really got me. It's like, you know, when you feel like, what? You know? So anyway, I came 4 days or 3 days ago with Ginoa, right? And I think this is going to probably be the last appearance unless I bring it to compare it with the host of the other Niche Emirati collection. Now, Lattafa gave us the Niche Emirati collection. I unboxed it here about 4 or 5 days ago, and I did a first impressions. And when I did a first impressions, this was one fragrance that spoke to me almost immediately. But I think I'm going to blame it on my denialness, right? If there's a word like that. I passed it off as being a fragrance that kind of vibed like this. And this fragrance, guys, this Ginoa, has got that like a disappearing act kind of thing where it was very hard to pin. On day one, even day two, I sprayed it, I did this, I sniffed it. It was just not coming to the surface until I thought to myself, no, I think I'm getting a pineapple. I think I conditioned myself to feel like I was getting a pineapple because remember, I even said it that I'm no longer going with the Lattafa nose because Lattafa seems to have adapted a habit of just throwing people off with whatever nose they put there. So you mostly have to go with your nose. So I pushed and pushed and pushed and I thought I was getting that. And then I said to you guys, I think they were going for Hacivat, right? And I came and I showed you this and I said, but there's something lacking. If they were going for Hacivat, there's definitely something lacking because Hacivat comes across to me as aromatic there with the woods and, you know, that kind of spicy thing going on there. Very prominent. It's not a shy fragrance. It's not as shy as this. So we left it there, right? Now, I've had to put the video of this particular fragrance on private because guess what? After spraying it on my clothes, spraying it on myself, I ended up spraying it on the curtains. I was leaving the house in the morning to go and record some footage for my second channel because I do vlogs on that. So I sprayed the curtains and I left. That was curtains, you know, my bedroom curtains. So if I spray the curtains there and I want to know what a fragrance is going to transform to, usually that is the easiest way to find out. Lo and behold, I'm coming back from my daily routine or errands or whatever. I open my door and boom, I get this BR540 kind of overwhelming thingy, you know, happening in my room. And I know for sure Mima hasn't been there because she was the one recording content with me. My son hasn't been in my room. So my room, nobody went in my room to spray anything. And I'm like, no. Okay. So guys, this without a doubt is a BR540 juice rebottled. Now, here's the thing that makes it worse. The softness of this fragrance feels a lot like Anna Abiad Rouge. When Anna Abiad Rouge hit the market, everybody liked this fragrance because Baccarat Rouge was new. We all wanted alternatives. The one thing that we all felt was lacking was the strength in this fragrance. And that is why I could barely smell this fragrance. If you have Anna Abiad Rouge in your collection, you will know it is one fragrance that's very faint. Like you can smell something, you know, like a gentle sweetness, which is why I was mistaking that sweetness for a pineapple, you know, and stuff like that. And no, it's this. And let me say why I was like, hell no. It's because Lattafa gave us this. This is off their second Lattafa Pride collection and it's called Royal Sapphire. Now, in Lattafa's defense here, I'm going to say, let's pass it off maybe as a, what you call that one? Mancera Instant Crush clone, okay? Or a Kalan clone, okay? But it does have the Baccarat Rouge 540 kind of DNA, so we're going to leave it at that. But how do they explain giving us this as well? Now, I am going back to front here, right? If I should go front to back, this is what I'm saying. They gave us this BR540 clone in the name of Ana Abied Rouge. And then we justified it when they gave us this, because we said, oh, maybe this is an extrait, because this one is quite strong. I've always recommended this one in place of the Ana Abied. Even on my Ana Abied Rouge review, I've told people go for Aura instead. And then I buy this one thinking, this is going to be different because it's got like a little bit of a masculine twist in it. But then it dries down to 540. And I'm like, oh, wait, what? Okay. And then, okay, I know this is like pushing it, but in as much as this is like Spirito Fiorentino by Tiziano Trenzi, it still smells like 540. Then they give us the Niche Emirati and we're saying this is the creme de la creme. This is what? And then it's got this. And again, it's a 540 clone. Now, I do not have a problem with companies doing this over and over again. This is why I felt the need to bring the video as soon as possible. I just want to make it clear. It's not a personal attack on Lattafa because all these companies are doing it. However, is it not that some of these companies, I could be wrong, but I feel like some of these companies do not go this far. Like in terms of making us think it's a completely new fragrance altogether. I'll give YSL, for example. There's YSL Lib, there's the Lib Intense, there's a whatever it is, there's the Idol Nectar, there's the Idol Aura, there's Idol, there's this, but it's still Idol. You get my point. So if you get remnants of Idol, you don't get that mad because you kind of are expecting Idol, maybe punched up with something. Lattafa did this with Camera, where they gave us Camera in the clear bottle, and then they gave us Camera Kawa with that, shade there that kind of differentiates. So when you buy Camera and you get remnants of Camera Kawa, you're not exactly mad because you're like, well, it's from the Camera DNA. You get my point. Now, to call a line Niche Emirati, this and that, and then you're looking at, okay, I'm going to get the creme de la cremes, which of course they are. These fragrances last a good while. Not this one. This one is still giving me faint vibes. I'm speaking now for the Vintage Castle. That one is a beast. I couldn't get it off my skin even. I had to give my skin a good wash. I'm talking about the blue one that came with here. It's a magnificent fragrance. When it comes to this, for it to be a BR540, and you're thinking all that energy just to give us something that we've already got, guys. And I'm sorry, if you guys watched the first video and you're wondering why I'm doing this, I just had to say, look, guys, I was wrong. This has nothing to do with Nishani Hacivat. Ginoa is simply put, BR540 rebottled. And if it's gonna thicken or whatever, it is what it is. So I think I have said enough about this one for now. I just feel when it comes to the Emirati, maybe they should have just called it the collector's collection. Maybe they should have just given us the notice there. And then people like myself included, because I said I was gonna try and make sure that I buy the entire Niche Emirati collection, because I feel as a collector, that is what I would want left of my Lattafa collection. So I think maybe if they had done it that way, where we knew that these are just comebacks, it was going to be easy. I also did get 2 comments in this video, because I am replying comments sometimes late these days, because I'll be running around doing putting content for the second channel. So I did get a comment from somebody who said they have a Hacivat clone in Emirati, and that one is called Aldana. I haven't smelled that fragrance, but I'm just going to clue you up on it that if you're looking for a Hacivat clone from the Niche Emirati, maybe you ought to try that one. But while we are at the Hacivat thing, I'm going to say Kaid Alphasan, the black one, nails the Hacivat DNA. The only thing that I'm going to say is probably missing here is Hacivat has got a heightened Orkmos there and cedarwood, right? It's kind of heightened there, but these fragrances, are similar. You wouldn't be missing much. In fact, if you have Caid Alphasan, you ought to maybe test Al Dana to see if you actually need that one, because Caid Alphasan does represent Nishani Hacivat almost to a T, right? So that is what I can say about that. Now, as for these ones, let me just also speak for them, because these have been likened to Hacivat to an extent, but now after purchasing let me show you the discovery set. This is why I say you should check out my second channel, because what I've decided to do for the year 2024 is to buy as many discovery sets as possible like this, so that I can literally try some of these fragrances out, even outside the store, because sometimes when you get in store and you sniff it, you don't get the right representation. Sometimes when you ask the store, because the store has also bought it and they want to get rid of it, they'll tell you, no, it's something different. And then when it turns up and you tell people, oh no, I found a clone for this, and it turns up and it's like, no, it's not the one. So I am now doing this discovery set method. I've got a lot of minis. If you follow my channel, you will know that I've got a lot of minis that I use as references for some of these fragrances before I bring them to you. So anyway, to wrap up the Hacivat issue, let me say, I think Paris Corner was right, because I went on their website and they put out this one as a creative blend. So it meant that this is their own. But this and this smell the same, right? So I'm going to say, yes, this is going to give you the same pineapple that you probably get from Hacivat, but these two are going to be lacking in that cedarwood and that spiciness and that somewhat of a green tone. So you can buy these ones, but if you want one that really nails Hacivat, then this is it. From the new Niche Emirati, you can go for that Al Dana, but I haven't smelt it. So guys, I knew that I may have to revisit some of these fragrances after this letdown. So I decided to try the Ani, because it also came in this discovery set, versus this one, right? The Nashit. And this is definitely a fragrance that's at par with Nishani Ani. So if you're looking for that Ani and you are having doubts, do by all means purchase this one. This Lattafa Nashit smells a lot like Ani. Fingers crossed they do not give us another Ani in the Niche Emirati, because I don't know how it sounds business wise, guys. Maybe you need to educate me on that, because I am somewhat a fan of Lattafa, and I'm saying this with all the love, that I don't know what it means from a business standpoint to be doing this, and yes, all these companies have been at it, the creeds, the whatevers, but if it's a limited edition, they will tell you it's a limited edition. I mean, I used in my other video an example of Carolina Herrera, the good girl. She has given us the good girl in glitter and polka dots and all that. But if you're buying that, you know it's good girl. If you look at the Elisab, there's the Elisab Le Parfum, there's Elisab this, there's that, but you still know that it's going to draw inspiration from the original Elisab. The only thing that is, making me psyched here is the fact that how do you bring this and this and this and this, and all these fragrances share similarities, but they look nothing like each other. Okay, nothing like each other. And when they gave us the Lattafa Pride, I thought, okay, this is it. This is gonna be really it. And then it kind of comes off as, oh, okay, they've just given us another take on the BR540, but this time decided to call it whatever it is. What happened to calling it maybe Anna Abiad Extrait? What happened to calling it maybe Anna Abiad Parfum or Anna Abiad Tintin? Whatever, because at least you know that there is, that flow where you don't feel betrayed. You don't feel as though you wasted your money. So I don't know, guys. You let me know in the comment section what you think of it from a business standpoint, whether it makes sense, to do it this way, especially with the Niche Emirati. There was like a lot, and I'm not dismissing all of them. Remember, I am the one who said I would love the entire collection in my collection. So I'm not dismissing any of them, but I just wish, we'd known that these are just repeats in whatever ancient looking bottles and dramatic bottles and stuff like that, but why they're doing it, I don't know. Maybe it's a rebottling strategy, but people will still catch up to it. Okay, people will still catch up to it. So anyway, last but not least, guys, and this is from the house of Astaf. I came with this one, Bania. Gonna spray it here one more time. Okay, I came with this one, and I told you that from the website where I purchased it, they had passed it off as a Nishani Zini clone. I have Zini right here. Let me just show you. I have Zini right here. 2 sprays of this, just immediately I knew it wasn't a Zini. Okay, there isn't anything that I can say it shares in common, maybe except just a sweetness and a slight floralness. This, to my nose, comes across as very sucrose forward, like you are smelling, like if you were to squeeze sugarcane, then you put your nose to it and you smell it, and it kind of feels a little burnt there. That's what you get from here. It has that burnt sugar feel that you get from 540, but it's not 540. And the good thing about this discovery set, guys, is it's got the notes. So I read the notes, and I'm not saying that because they're from Nishani they're correct. I've seen companies write 3 notes. For instance, they'll say Nishani Ani and then they'll just put 3 notes. These could be notes that are throwing us off as well, but you will find that there is 1 or 2 things that are going to be maybe aligning with a little bit of truth. Okay, so when I sprayed Zini, the one prominent note that I got there was grapefruit. You are going to get like a distinct grapefruit, and it says that there's grapefruit, there's black currant, something that is non-existent in this. So good thing about this one, guys, is this did not mislead my nose so much because I hadn't put the Zini to my nose, but I told you of a fragrance that I already have, and I still stick by that. I think this one, this Bania, was a fragrance inspired by Ariana Grande's God is a Woman. Unfortunately, you cannot see where it says God is a Woman unless I show you the Christmas cracker thing. Yeah, it came in that, and on the Christmas cracker box, that's where you see where it's written God is a Woman. I get a lot of God is a Woman in this fragrance as opposed to Zini. So disclaimer, do not buy this one expecting it to vibe like Nishani's Zini. You will be disappointed, right? This is very floral forward, a bit crisp there. It's got that grapefruit doing the most there, and it just takes a different direction. While this one, in as much as it's a beast, because I remember I slacked it when I came with it for the first time, it was one of those that was just dull in smell. But after you put it on cashmere and on wool, on sweaters and stuff, this thing can go on for 3-4 days straight. So that's my rant, guys. I don't know how you feel. I want you to tell me in the comment section. And yes, a gazillion times I know that these other companies are doing it as well, but I am just saying, for the reputation that Lattafa has built, they give us this collection, and it just happens to be like a retake, like a rebottling of some of the fragrances, albeit some of them with great strength, like that's Kanja that I came with, that is like a beast as compared to Masa. But why go round and round in circles? And what makes it worse now is the releases are almost at the same time, because the second Lattafa Pride collection came almost immediately with the niche Emiratis. So if you're a frag head like myself, you just want all of them at the same time. Now imagine when Masa showed up and then I had Kanja, only to discover it's the same thing. I don't know how to feel, guys. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it at here. I would like to interact a lot with you in the comment section. Let's meet there. If you're interested in Western fragrance reviews, I'm gonna bring them on my other channel, CeeChronicles Unscripted. Please check out that channel, and remember to subscribe to both. While you're at it, do turn on post notifications on both channels. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Please like and share this video, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.